all right. If everything is a go, I should be telling you guys hello. Thank you for checking out my channel for the Love of Water Tarot. My name is Chianti, and I am going to do a read for the Pisces. That's right, the baby sharks, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as well as the Pisces cross watcher. All right. If anyone is available, hey, big dude. Hey, big dude, can you let me know if you can hear my music playing in the background? I also turned my microphone up even more. And I don't think I'm going to turn that knob anymore. So hopefully the volume that I have now is the volume I can keep, because I don't want to turn it. I don't think I'm supposed to have it turned all the way up. But I digress. I just want you guys to make sure that you can hear me. You guys can hear me. Let me know. Let me know if you hear DMX in the background, because that means I need to turn the music down some, okay? Hey, big dude. Hey, Jay. Hey, Leslie. Hey, done it all. 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 Hey, El Queen. Hey, Maybelline. Hey, El Carter. You can't hear it. Okay, great. Leslie, I'm actually doing this Pisces read live as my warm-up. So the intent is that I'm not going to stay on too long. I'm going to try to get right into the read, get it done, warm myself up, and hopefully my spirit is still high and good, and then I'm going to come right back and do a Q&A, okay? Hey, Shalimar. So again, if you guys want Q&A and you think you'll be down for it, stick a pin in it, because you heard me say it. The intent is that I'm going to do a Q&A session after this read. I wanted to kind of warm myself up. Sharina. Hey, Sharina. Hello. All right. Again, this read is going to be for the sign of Pisces. That is my baby shark, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as well as the Pisces cross watcher, okay? It is a general read, though, okay? So you know everything I say won't resonate for every last single one of you, but it's not supposed to, because it's general. If you're looking for something a little more tailored to you, you should probably join in the Q&A after this and book your mini read, because that is more specifically to you. Now this may hit. Everything I say may resonate, but the things that don't, it's okay to let it go, because everything isn't for everybody, okay? If I get it right for y'all, if you can't do nothing else for me, throw your girl a like, okay? Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I am offering private readings, and if you guys are interested in booking private readings, make sure that you email your girl at fortheloveofwatertarot@gmail.com. Hey, Nikki Fontaine. Pretty Nikki's what they call her. How you doing, boo? I hope you guys are doing well, that you're in great spirits. I'm sending you a lot of love and positivity. Send some back to your girl. And we're going to get into this. I decided I want to lay my spread down first and then start clarifying with other decks. So let's go ahead and do that. Spirit for Pisces. I did your reading in March. Was I any good? Done it all? I hope it was good. Good. A lot of y'all know that I had a tragedy last year, so the last 16 months or so has been a little bumpy for me. I am trying my best now. Like, I feel much better. I'm in a place now where I feel much better physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So now I'm in the process of really trying to like rebuild and restart. I love my channel. I love tarot, but since I was on and off, it's not really doing everything I would like for it to do. But I've always been the kind of person where I'm a little adventurous. So I'm just trying to figure out what the next adventure in my life is going to be. I definitely went through a recent spiritual rebirth. Hey, Joni. Did I say it right? Is it Joni? Hey, Xavier. Yeah, but I'm in the best place. I am in the best place since then. All things considered, it's as well as I could ever expect. If it gets better than feeling like this in the future, then that's awesome. But I feel great at the moment. I do. Okay. Let's get these cards down really quickly. For Pisces, Spirit. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, right. Okay. Good I'll do. Oh, good I'll do. Sorry, y'all. Just bear with your girl. Let her get everything down. Let her get the processing, okay? It's like that. It's like just look at it like you on a hold right now, while they playing that music, acting like they really looking into something. That's what I'm doing right now. And say you're proud. Come on. Well, there's blue jeans in the driveway, and you're walking inside sideways. That wine always affects you in beautiful kind of ways. Sleeping, oh, okay. Ooh, baby, all right. Won't you tell me that you need me, because lately I've been needing. All right, Pisces, let's get on into it. Now, for some reason, which I am not sure yet, but we're going to get into this together. The energy that is coming up in the present. And again, y'all know what to do where to assign energies, okay? If I'm talking about something and I'm saying you're doing this or you feel this way and you know that that's not you, assign it where it goes or it just simply don't resonate. Or if I'm doing it backwards, right? If I say this is how you feeling, but it's not you, it's somebody else, just be okay with assigning it and letting it flow, okay? Hey, Jasmine. Current energy. What you got going on here, little secret squirrel, Pisces? The current energy is the High Priestess. This is us. Okay? This is us when we on some old smart-ish here. Because the High Priestess is intuitive. She is wise. She is psychic. She knows. She's a secret keeper and she knows. Her mouth is shut and her eyes are closed. So she sees things even though her eyes are closed. She knows things even though she is not speaking. This is like, this is mystical energy for us. And we are mystics. Y'all know that. Pisces, I personally believe every Pisces alive has some sort of magical power. Now, whether, just put it where it goes. I do feel like we do have that. All of us. Now, we have the ability to use that for good or bad, right? But it's there, right? So right now, the present energy is something here about the High Priestess. Now, Pisces, this could literally be the kind of energy you're in right now. But I also heard someone could be seeing you like this. Do all the good I'll do. So I want to clarify. Let's find out why in the present energy, it's you. It is you. It is you. But it is you being very intuitive, very wise, very knowledgeable. Some of you are tapping into some sort of hidden knowledge. I heard hidden knowledge. You got flames all in your eyes. Stay, respect the sparkle, and say we'll never die. Grab me by the hand, just as callous as I am, and say you're proud. All right. All right. Hey, real life Capella revealed. Real life acapella revealed. So let me see what's going on with you with this High Priestess energy in the current. Spirit, what information can you tell me? Why the High Priestess energy is here present. Okay. Can you give me some additional information about why she's here in the present? For some of y'all, I feel like you are in this High Priestess energy, but I also feel like someone is very aware of it, right? This could be someone knowing, like, I feel like if it's somebody looking at you like the High Priestess, this is someone who knows that you are clever. They know that you are smart. They know that you are wise. They know that you are keeping your mouth shut or keeping a secret, right? They know that. If this is how someone is seeing you, they know that you are, I want to say purposely, so I'm going to say purposely, that you are purposely keeping your mouth closed or keeping information to yourself, okay? So let's see why the High Priestess is here. But if it's you, that's what you're doing because you're the High Priestess, right? Lightning strike. Oh, okay. Now she's here twice. Ooh, Pisces. Okay. I didn't mention the Queen of Wands. She's in the Queen of Wands is in the spread, but she's coming up in something is hidden. It's something that we don't know. So I didn't know if it was us or if it was someone else. And it could still be someone else now that I'm hearing the messages. There's two ways that I'm seeing this situation here. Some of you are definitely dealing with a fire sign, period. Some of you could also be dealing with a Scorpio. Pisces, it's only one or two ways that I'm picking up on the energy. Some of you are this High Priestess and you're being very quiet and intuitive, and you like, and I get the energy of meditating because it feels almost like you know something is coming. It came out with lightning strike and dark feminine energy, and I feel like Pisces, some of you are just in this energy where you're waiting for this lightning to strike, whatever it is. This is a sudden change, unexpected, and shock. But I feel like you're waiting on it because you're this dark feminine energy. If you're waiting on some sort of, and I feel like it's like lightning striking, but it doesn't feel like in a bad way. It could be like just kind of waiting for my moment, right? Some of you are just waiting for some sort of lightning strike to happen here because this is you. You are this dark feminine energy, but it's seductive, fearless, and fierce. So it's like I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna be the fuck quiet into this, into that moment, right? And then I'm on one, right? It's either that or you're sitting back being very freaking quiet because you know the lightning is going to strike on the Queen of Wands. Like either you are waiting for your moment because you're going to get out there and like this is your energy, or you're waiting on, I feel like it's like somebody getting some comeuppance, like you waiting for whatever that lightning strike is, and you may, I feel like you may know it's coming to a Queen of Wands. And I put the Queen of Wands where she is because I don't know who she is, right? The Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily even have to be a she, but the Queen of Wands could be two types of energies. That's why I said if it's you could be in this Queen of Wands energy where, like I said, you are definitely, you feel like you're fierce, you're going for yours, right? When I think about dark, it almost, with the dark feminine energy here, like Pisces, it's almost like, how can I describe this? You know, like how when we used to watch cartoons or whatever in shows, it would be like the angel on one shoulder and the demon on the other shoulder. They the same people, right? So it'd be like if I was deciding if I was going to do something, and I had Angel Keontae on one shoulder and Devil Keontae on the other, right? And it kind of is like, and I don't want to say like devil energy, but it's kind of like, I definitely feel like there's an energy where like whatever it is, you're going to go for it. You're going to be fearless. You're going to be motivated. You're going to be driven. Like you're not going to take no for an answer. It's something about like exuding the confidence and the strength, right? And you're just waiting here for something to happen because you're already ready to step up in that role, right? To lead, right? And I feel like with that dark, something about that dark energy keeps coming up to me. So it's kind of like, it almost feels like coming out of something like, it feels brave. It feels like kind of, I don't know, it kind of feels like a fucking superhero. Like a superhero, but like a badass superhero or something like that. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on, for sure. But I feel like it's going to be some real bad-ish kind of energy. And you're waiting on it. And intuitively, you may know it's coming. You know that there's going to be a sudden change. There's going to be a shock. It's almost like you on some Muhammad Ali type of time. You just waiting because you're going to shake up the world. And you definitely ready. Right? Now, on the other hand, the Queen of Wands can also be someone who could be a bit of a troublemaker, right? The Queen of Wands could be somebody who acts out, right? Who likes a lot of attention. This could be someone who has like a dark energy, right? Right? But and you couldn't know. It could always be like you just sitting there like, because when that lightning strike, I just don't know which way this is going. It's one or the other. It could be both, right? Hey, Janice. Hey, Shay. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, like I said, it's a couple ways I'm picking it up. Hey, Bobstress. It's a couple ways I'm picking it up, for sure. And it could be both. Like I said, y'all, it could be both. You could be just sitting back waiting because you know this Queen of Wands is gonna get what's coming to her. You waiting on a lightning to strike. Well, or you could also just be sitting back kind of waiting. And I don't want to say waiting. It's not like waiting with the High Priestess, because the High Priestess knows. She's not waiting. She knows shit. And she got her eyes closed and she got her mouth closed, and she leaning into whatever hidden knowledge or secrets that she has. Put it where it goes. Now, Pisces, either you are in this kind of energy and you waiting on this, because with lockout, you already know what you're not having. See, this is the energy. Like, Pisces, it's almost like for some of y'all are like using your intuition, and you allowing your intuition to guide you, and your intuition could be you could definitely be getting that niggle energy where you know the niggle. I want to make sure that I said that slowly. You're getting that energy where it's like, you know that there's going to be some sort of sudden change, or something that's going to be unexpected. It's something that's coming that's going to kind of shock or shake up the world, or your world, right? And it's almost like you're completely prepared for this ish. That's why you coming up seductive, fearless, and fierce, because with lockout, you already know what you're going to do. It's like unavailable close off. It's like you already know what you're not having, what you're not putting up with, what's going to change, right? Yes. For some of y'all, this is exactly what it is on you. But if it is about someone else, right? You already know that somebody is getting ready to go, is going to lose the keys to the kingdom. I have lockout, unavailable, closed down, and his submerged, overwhelmed, and weighed down. So Pisces, either you're not going to allow a certain kind of energy to come in when this moment happens for you, or you already know that a certain energy is going to get the moment that they've been deserving. And I do feel like with lockout and submerge, it is definitely like something is not going to be unavailable. Something is not going to be available to someone anymore. And I also feel like whatever it is that you know it's coming for someone, they're definitely going to be overwhelmed and weighed down. So someone's definitely going to maybe end up submerged in their own sea of bullshit, right? Yes. Something like that, okay? Hey, Nikki Fontaine. I said hey to you already. Sorry, I'm talking to Maybelline. Hey, Maybelline. I saw your comment telling her hey. So it's one or the other. Now, what's crossing this energy is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, what's crossing this whole thing is whatever we're talking about here. This is a matter of long-term security, stability, loyalty, trustworthiness, reliability. Pisces, it could almost be like, you know that the lightning's getting ready to strike for you, right? In a good way, and you already know how you're gonna handle some ish. And with the Knight of Pentacles crossing it, it could almost be like you may know that issues of the Knight of Pentacles is the reason why some moment is coming to you. Like, and I say that in terms of like, if someone's getting, if you know someone's going to get some sort of comeuppance, right? If you know someone is going to get what's coming to them, right? If we're talking about this Queen of Wands energy, put her where she goes. You know the problem is you know the problem has something to do with loyalty, long-term stability, right? Reliability, right? I do feel like you may know that the problem is that someone lacks some sort of character in that respects to the Knight of Pentacles, right? Because that's what the Knight of Pentacles is. The Knight of Pentacles is a knight of character, trustworthiness, reliability. This is the knight that moves the slowest, but this is the knight where the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. This is something that you can absolutely rely and depend on, like your damn paycheck at your job. You may be there 10 years. You don't expect from the 1st to the 15th that check is not going to be there, right? That is the agreement. right. So this could be something about someone's lack of loyalty, reliability, or dependability, right? For sure. If it's about someone getting what's coming to them. Pisces, you may also be waiting on this moment to come into you. And the reason why this moment could be coming into you, because again, it feels like someone's lack of this, right? So if there's an opportunity that's coming for you, that you know that's coming for you, there's going to be a sudden change, and you're ready, right? And you're already in this energy where you're already feeling seductive, fearless, and fierce. Like you definitely are in this energy where you are going to go for it, right? Oh, you may be the high priestess. I'm hearing you may already know that the problem is the lack of the Knight of Pentacles. You know about the lack of the Knight of Pentacles in a situation for sure. However that Knight of Pentacles resonates in here, you know, I feel like you know about the lack of it in a situation. And this may be why you know this is maybe why you know something is coming to you. It could also be why you know that someone's going to someone's going to lose an opportunity, right? For sure. Let me get some clarification on this Knight of Pentacles being what's crossing it and see what we come up with. Then we'll talk a little bit about what you know about this situation, like where you at with it, and then we'll talk about what you don't know, okay? Recent, past, and near future. Make sure y'all take care of y'all girl with the like, comment, subscribe, and share. I appreciate every last one of y'all. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I had an amazing weekend. I went out with an old friend that I haven't seen in 10 years, and we hung out downtown Chicago. It was lovely. The weather was lovely. The vibe was lovely. It was lovely. All right, let's see what I get for this Knight of Pentacles here crossing this energy. Spirit, what can you tell me about the... Okay. Look, I told y'all, broken promises. Didn't I say this, Ish? Didn't I say this? Didn't I tell you the Knight of Pentacles? See, because the Knight of Pentacles is not a problem. And if this is the problem, if this is what's crossing what we're talking about, and if this is a problem, that means that there's a lack of it, because Knight of Pentacles is not a problem energy in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The only thing about the Knight of Pentacles that bothers us is that it moves slowly. But the Knight of Pentacles is like Paulie and Goodfellas. You might notice that Paulie moves slow, but that's because Paulie don't have to move for anybody, right? Yes. Broken promises. Didn't I say that shit? Misled, trust is broken or unreliable, okay? So Pisces, again, you're going to have to work with the kid, because you will know what you got going on better than I do. But these cards show talk when they talk. Didn't I say it was a lack of that? And broken promises would be. We wouldn't stay at a job if we're supposed to get paid on the 1st and the 15th. Now, the first time the check is a little late on the 1st, we may give them a little leeway. The second time the check is late on the 15th, we may give them a little leeway. But how many times do your check have to be late before you like, you know what? This is not gonna work, right? Because that is something, that is an energy that is long term, but it's something that is in essence supposed to be dependable and reliable. As long as I show my ass up and do your job, you have to pay me. That is the contract, right? Okay. So in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and I don't know if this is dealing with, like I said, whatever it is dealing with, Pisces, either it is someone getting their comeuppance for lack of this energy, for lack of this Knight of Pentacles energy, and you know that it's happening, or that you know that your moment is coming, right? And you're ready for it, and you know the reason why your moment is coming because of lack of this energy here. Look, not belonging. See? Look at this shit. I told you. Refusing to change, stubborn, inflexible, both standing ground. Listen. Broken promises and not belonging. I told you. This is what this is about. This is exactly what this is about. Now, Pisces, I can't say who's doing whom to what, but I could for damn sure tell you what the energy says. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all have to put it where it goes, because I can do so much, but I'm not God, you know. I'm not God. I got a little gifty gift, but I'm not God. But I damn sure, that's what I'm saying. See, somebody don't belong in a situation where the Knight of Pentacles is the problem, right? None of us deserve to be in a situation where the Knight of Pentacles is a problem, unless that's what we really choose for ourselves. Because again, like I said, the Knight of Pentacles is never, ever, ever, ever a problem energy. This is what you want. Like I said, it may piss you off because it moves slowly, but it's stable, it's reliable, it's something you can depend on, it's something that you can trust, right? It moves slowly, but that's because it's time and care, and everything that's supposed to be given, and it's given. When it comes, it's given, right? And if it's showing up as a problem, then we're talking about the lack of. And literally, when I asked for clarification, I got misled, trust is broken, unreliable, refusing to change, stubborn, inflexible, not belonging. So there is some sort of energy of someone not belonging in a situation where there is a lack of trust, lack of reliability, where someone is being misled or someone is unreliable. And that's the problem in this whole thing. I want one more. Look, abundance. What I say? Financial blessings, healthy money perspective, and financial independence. And then we got the Page of Swords. There could be something about looking for a job. Somebody may be having to look for a job, right? For sure. Someone could be noticing this about someone else, because there is a Page of Swords here. We about to get into it. Y'all, somebody, if there's something going on, and I don't know who this is for, but if there's somebody doing something shady at your job and you know about it, they're going to get caught. Because I just heard somebody may be getting locked out of their damn job. I don't know why I heard that, but I did. For some of you, if it's something going on with a work situation in particular, is coming up for me, but put it where it goes. Because you may know something. You may be just sitting back. Like I said, it may be one of them things where, you ain't no snitch. So I'm not going to open up my mouth and say shit, right? I'm going to be quiet. Because the high priestess don't say shit. She know, but she don't say shit, right? Because there could definitely be someone that is being watched. Because I have the Page of Swords here, okay? And again, there could be a financial blessing coming in for you, and Knight of Pentacles coming in for you, but it's definitely coming in for you because someone else fumbled, right? Someone else could not be reliable. Someone else was misleading. Someone else broke trust. They were unreliable, and then it's like I said, it's coming up as a blessing for you. It could definitely be a blessing for you, right? For sure. Someone could also be looking at you this way too. Because again, I told you, someone could be seeing you as the high priestess. They could be seeing you this way. And you know what I heard? If this is someone seeing you this way, oh, okay. So if this is someone seeing you as the high priestess here, because for some of you, it is someone watching. Whatever they're seeing about you, it is shocking them. It's shocking them. And they may be seeing you as this Queen of Wands here. But if this is someone seeing you this way, this is definitely someone, there was a Knight of Pentacles situation with you, right? There was something about long term, because there is the Knight of Pentacles there. And then there's broken promises in between that, where there's, like, again, misled. Remember, under the deck, it says someone being stubborn, refusing to change. And then here's the abundance. And see, I didn't tell y'all this, but there's an Ace of Pentacles down here, too. There's Pentacles down here. So there's definitely something here about stability, long-term, security, right? That trust, that reliability, that grounding energy where you could build something on, right? Someone could definitely be looking at you and like, I feel like for some of you Pisces, someone is looking at you in shock. And with the High Priestess being here, it's almost like I said, it's someone who's very aware that you're smart, you're wise, you're intuitive, right? They're aware that you're not speaking, right? Somebody could definitely be seeing as you this Queen of Wands. Like, they could be seeing you as seductive. Like, I don't know. Someone could be telling me that the way they're seeing you now, that it's almost like lightning struck you. And there's been a change, and they're shocked, and they're seeing you as this Queen of Wands energy, seductive, fearless, and fierce. Now, the problem could be that somebody else is already in a long-term situation where there's been broken promises and ish like that, or this person got dealings with you when there's been broken promises and shit like that. Just put this shit where this goes. But I also see something could very much be going in your favor that you're aware of, that's happening, that someone could definitely be getting some comeuppance. And they could already be being watched for something that they're doing, and in some kind of way it's leading to some sort of abundance for you. Pisces, some of you are being looked at for something here. Some of you are being looked at, and there's going to be some sort of commitment made to you. Now, there could literally be an engagement, but it doesn't have to. I feel like some of you are being looked at, and there's going to be a commitment or a promise made to you. And it does have something to do with, like I said, someone else not being reliable, and someone else's broken promises leading to something going in your favor. Now let's talk about where you're coming up in here, because I got one card and I asked for another, and this is what I got. I got the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, and it's kind of definitely leaning into some of the things I've been saying now, because Pisces, maybe this could definitely be someone you know with the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, that it's nothing for you to kind of do about anything, right? This would definitely be a situation where you feeling like it's best for you to just stay out of it. Especially if it's something going on at work, you might definitely feel like with the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, like I know I just stay my ass out of it, right? For sure. For some of you, that's exactly what it is. Hey, Diamond. For some of you, it's also the energy with the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. You may also know that, like, it's your responsibility to stay on guard about this, right? Because some of you may strictly just be in this energy where you're focusing on this Ten of Pentacles, land, home, property. Like I said, long-term stability, investments, right? Legacy, right? So, yeah, Pisces, there's an energy of you very much being focused on legacy and long term. And with the Seven of Wands, it definitely feels like standing your ground, right? Being protective over that, right? For sure. For sure. I'm getting a lot of energy of I don't know. The Seven of Wands is also giving me like guard energy, like, I don't know, security. Be something about security here. Pisces, I also feel like there could have been something where somebody was trying to get you to do, and you knew not. Like I said, if it's something about work, it could definitely be somebody tried to get you to do something and you knew better. You was like, that's okay, right? And it could definitely be because you know, because, you know, like I said, y'all, we are intuitive as fuck. Like, I thought it was just me and I was an oddball until I started really digging into my sign and what. I always knew I was a Pisces, but I don't think I ever like really studied it or thought too deeply into it until I got into tarot and I started to read about the traits and shit like that. Now I said, oh, all this shit make perfect sense now. Oh, that's why I've been like that my whole life. That's why, right? It is a trait of my sign. And like I said, it's something about us where we just have that ability to do that. Pisces, you're coming up as someone who knows a secret currently. Whether this is a secret about what's going to happen to someone else, or you secretly know about something that's coming to you. It's like I said, it's intuitive. So you may not know exactly where and when and what, but you know it is, right? Or you do know exactly where and when, what or you do know exactly what is going to happen. You just may not know when. But there is an energy of you like really being like real hands off right now, Pisces. Because you're coming up in the Seven of Wands energy, the High Priestess is in a current. It's like you're being you're very focused on this Ten of Pentacles, I feel like, right? And again, this may be exactly why you in this energy, like when some sort of sudden change happened that's unexpected, but you kind of are expecting it with this Queen of Wands energy next to you. This could definitely be like you're going to know exactly what to do about it, right? You are already ready. You're going to handle some shit in a very seductive, fearless, and fierce way, right? For sure. Yes. Okay, so some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Because I see it. I do see it. And it's almost like one of them things where you're not sitting up praying for nobody's downfall, right? You just staying the F out of it. It's not going to be your fault if something turned out in your favor because of this, Pisces, because I feel like you're doing the right thing by staying the fuck out of it, right? Now, let me see. Let me see what I want to clarify to find out what it is. Find out what it is we know about this. Do I want to use this deck? I think I do. Do I? Yes. Okay. Let me clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Yes, we are. We've been everybody. We are the oldest. We are the oldest. We've been everybody. And that's why we can kind of, that's why we are kind of psychic. That's where the psychic comes from, because it's kind of like you've been, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you've been everywhere. Where everyone else has been. Like, you've been there. Where everyone else is at, you've been there in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And I think that's what allows us to be so intuitive. That's what allows us to be very empathic. I feel like, that's also what makes us partly psychic, Let me get some clarification. Let me see why the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands here is in your consciousness. There is some sort of energy, Pisces, where you very much being focused on your long-term security, your long-term security, your comfort, your home, your land, your property. And the Seven of Wands makes me feel like you are definitely on guard. You are in a protective stance about your shit. Keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit, okay? This is the energy you're giving me, okay? So let's see what I get for the Ten of Pentacles first. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Pisces. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, when they talk, they talk. Oh, shit. Let me light this weed again. Now, didn't I tell you know something about a tower? It's the lightning strike. I don't know why it feels like Sagittarius energy to me. It does feel like the Wheel of Fortune, but then it's also tower energy. It's both to me. I can read it however I want to read it. It's both. And then I tell you knew something here about a sudden change, unexpected shock. Didn't I say that in the current? Ain't that the energy present? Watch it clarify itself again with a whole different deck, saying with some old different cards. We have higher self and unexpected, which is the Tower. Okay. Yeah, some people aren't reading the room. Exactly, Leslie. Exactly. The cards say higher self. Listen, I'm going to do unexpected first because I feel like this is you knowing the Tower is coming. Unexpected, storm, the Tower card, destructive, conflict, destruction, conflict, unforeseen change, or sudden news. And then I have you here, higher self, activation, higher self, integration, awakening, timeline shift. Didn't I tell you there's a couple things going here? Like I said, you may already know that there's a tower coming. You already know that there's sudden change or unexpected news and a shock coming. And that's why you're already prepared with this higher self energy. You're already activated. You're sitting here in the High Priestess energy. You already activated in some way, shape, form, or fashion. With like, you know how you're going to handle a situation, right? For sure. And either you know this is going to happen to a Queen of Wands or you are this Queen of Wands. But you just have to put it where it goes, okay? I also feel like this is giving me with this higher self energy. There's also a reason, the reason why you are so focused on this Ten of Pentacles, because with higher self, this to me is sometimes when for me, this is like I am above. And I hate to say it like this shit. I don't mean to say it in a real classism or elitist type of fucking way, but this is like one of them fucking things when you know you are above that, you are better than that, you have to rise above that, right? It could be like one of them things where you are activated to rise above. You could be definitely in this energy where you are activated to be a higher self and you are focused on your Ten of Pentacles, right? You are focused on that. And it could be because you know that that tower is coming, right? And it's not for you, right? For sure. Some of you are getting in this energy with this higher self because you do want to be prepared for the unexpected, right? You could definitely be in this kind of energy where you're like I said, it definitely, like, it's higher self, right? This is when you have the awakening, and every awakening does create a timeline shift. So whatever this awakening that you're having, Pisces, this could even be you're aware that somebody else is gonna get a rude awakening, right? If this is about someone else, you could know that this Tower is going to be a rude awakening for a Queen of Wands. And if this is about an awakening for if this is about an awakening of yourself, it is some shit where, like, you know that you have to activate and rise above and be your higher self. This is something that's activating you to be a better you, because you know this fucking Tower is coming. One way or the other, right? I hope I'm making sense. But for sure, and again, I feel like it could be like both ways. Like, it could be like you absolutely know that someone's going to have a rude awakening, right? You could absolutely know that there's going to be a rude awakening for somebody, right? And you've already decided that it's bigger than you, it's beyond you. And the only thing you need to do with this information, like you doing, is use your intuition, because you know, right? Rise above that shit, right? It's just activating you to rise above, stand out, separate, right? And focus on your ish, because you know that Tower is coming for someone. Pisces, you could just also know that the Tower does not have to be necessarily bad either. You may also know that there's some sort of sudden news coming. You know that there's going to be something that's getting ready to change. And unforeseen is totally giving me the High Priestess energy, right? Because I can't see it yet, but I know it. I know it. You know that there's getting ready to be some changes that's not yet seen, right? You know that there's sudden news coming, right? You know that there's going to be like lightning striking. So you're already activated. You're already in this energy, right? You're in this dark feminine energy, but not in a bad way, though, because she's seductive, fearless, and fierce, and you're activating that in yourself, this higher self, right? And you're ready, or you know that there's some shit coming to someone else, like, period. I don't know how many other ways I can put it down. It's too many cards of unforeseen and sudden, and unforeseen changes, and sudden and unexpected and shock. But with you sitting here being a High Priestess, this is, like I said, it ain't no fucking way of shocking you if you sitting here the High Priestess. So you just put this where this goes. Like I said, whether this is something that you know is coming, even though you can't see it because you're intuitive as fuck. You know what's coming to you, or this is something that you know that's going to go down for someone. You just don't know when, right? Only God knows why things happen the way they happen, okay? Oh, Leslie, really? Yup, I'm seeing it. Thank you for clarifying. So let's see what the Seven of Wands is about. Look, toxicity. I'm telling you, underneath the deck, the devil. There we go, Leslie. I'm telling you. You know something about some... Like I said, either you know that you're gonna free yourself from some toxicity, or you know that this is gonna happen with some toxicity. This is the devil card. Addictions, patterns, energy vampire, trauma bond, and stuck. Okay, Pisces, you may definitely be getting in your high. You may be already activating yourself and preparing yourself for the unexpected. Right, for sure. You may already be like conditioning your fucking self to be ready, right? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So I feel like some of you are in this energy, or you know that this is coming to some toxic-ish. One of my children are getting ready to come in the house. So let's see what the Seven of Wands is about here. Why is the Seven of Wands here for what you're aware of? I do feel like you know that it's the time to like stand your ground and protect your shit. Six of Cups. Who that? Hello? Hey, if you just walk this way, you won't be on camera. Okay. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Hey. Okay. The Seven of Wands, of what you're aware of, came out with the Six of Cups. Now, some of you is like really being on this energy with the Seven of Wands, with the Six of Cups. I hate to say it like this, but this could definitely be knowing that you got to stand your ground with energies that you are very familiar with, right? This could be people that you go way back with, right? There could also be the energy with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Cups, nostalgia. This could also be like somebody where you got your guard up as far as dealing with people who like this nostalgic energy makes me feel like they want to go back to a certain way, to a certain time, or a certain way of doing things. They want to go back, like they looking backwards about the way things used to be versus looking forward, right? There could definitely be an energy where you having to like stand your ground. Something about you not getting nostalgic, right? And getting too caught up in memories. But it's also about you standing your ground. I feel like with energies where this nostalgic energy is here, this is like energies of the past, right? I remember when it used to be like this, right? Something like that, right? Remember when it used to be like this? And it's like, hell no, right? Because I do feel like, because look, and underneath the deck is the belief system, which is higher refined, is work energy for sure. Like this could definitely be people who want to be on that type of ish, on some old type stuff, and things are changing. There's new things happening here, and you like, and no, right? Things can't stay the same, right? Belief systems is under here, and it talks about removing the mask on this card. This is the facade. And this is conditioning, expectations, conformity, evaluating long-held beliefs, and awakening. Here it is again, an awakening. Pisces, I do feel like there's some sort of energy with the Seven of Wands, and you being very, this is you being very reluctant to some form of past conditioning, past expectations, past conformity. I feel like in some sort of way, shape, form, or fashion, there is some sort of energy of you evaluating some sort of long-held beliefs and having some sort of awakenings, or something about you refusing to deal with energies that are wearing that mask, that facade of their belief systems, right? That conditioning, right? That old ass conditioning, or that old ass expectation, or that old ass conforming in energy, right? For sure. I'm just not sure which way it's blowing, but it could be blowing both ways anyway, right? Oh, see? Okay, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Right. Thank you, Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter, you got that right. You got that right. Yeah, y'all. Okay, so it is making sense. Okay, your boots stay laced up. Yeah. Right, thank y'all. I've been trying not to read the comments too much and focus on the messages, but thanks, because I'm glad I did. Look, yes, but I do feel like there's an energy in some way, shape, form, or fashion, Pisces, where you're aware that you gotta like keep your guard up. Like I said, not get caught up in that nostalgia, not get caught up in some sort of old ass backwards looking energy, right? And some of you, it is about a person. I'm just gonna be honest. I just heard, for some of y'all, somebody from the past is seeing y'all or done seen y'all, and it's something about like your lightning struck to this person. To them, there's been some sort of sudden change in you, right? Something about you that's very unexpected, that they did not expect. So you the high priestess. So this is not somebody that you are speaking to. You may feel it coming. I feel like someone could be looking at you like this Queen of Wands. Like you are seductive, fearless, and fierce, right? And like I said, Pisces, to some sort of degree, I do feel like there's an energy of you being in this higher self energy and preparing yourself and trying to solidify your shit for the unexpected storms that may come along in life. But you may also know, right? I don't know, because there could be something very unexpected. Like I feel like, because I don't know, it's weird that I feel like it's coming up unexpected, but you may be half-ass expecting it, and you're already knowing that it's going to show up. You're already knowing that you're going to have to like activate your higher self, right? And it's something about you being very much on guard, and the Seven of Wands, not allowing yourself to get too fucking nostalgic with the Six of Cups, right? And there could definitely be an energy that is expecting that of you, right? There could be an energy that is expecting, right? They have been conditioned. It's been a long condition. There's an expectation of conformity, right? Somebody could be getting a wake-up call that is no longer going to be the case with you, for sure. I'm picking that up. I am picking that up. And this is definitely familiar energy because the Knight of Pentacles is here. The Six of Cups is here. Like this is some shit that's been going on. There's definitely an energy that could have definitely like the broken promises crossing the Knight of Pentacles. I just can't get over that, right? Because again, this is when there's been an energy of broken promises. Someone has been misled, or the trust is broken, or someone simply found someone unreliable. Okay. Hey, Science. Oh, I'm going to do Q&A. I'm feeling good now that I done got into this. We're going to do Q&A for sure. Thank you, Thank you so much, Real Life Acapella. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's talk about what we don't know. Okay? Very interesting. Here's those pentacles again. I have the Seven of Pentacles. I have that Queen of Wands here again. And I have the Ace of Pentacles here, right? Let's talk about it. Let's clarify and find out what's going on underneath the surface that we're unaware of. We're going to start with the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of investment, right? I told y'all this got a lot to do with Earth energy. Earth energy is here. It has a lot to do with grounding and stability, and like I said, solidifying our coins, right? Okay. Thank you so much, Real Life Acapella. I appreciate that. Okay. So let's find out. Let's find out what's going on here that we don't know. Now, again, like I told y'all, this Queen of Wands could definitely be you. And with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here, you may be unaware. Like I said, it's so crazy that you, with the High Priestess, that you do know that it's coming, right? It's that intuitive thing. So like intuitively, you know it's coming. You know to expect the unexpected because you know something is going to change. But the High Priestess is like, you cannot prove it. All right, smarty. I got you, big dude. You number one. It's almost like, you know, again, like remember what I said, like, you know, when lightning strikes, when that moment hits you, that you're going to be ready and you're going to be, how you're going to handle it and how you're going to do some shit. This could be telling me this, right? This could be telling me this, right? That even though you know and you don't know that you're right, it is coming. And here it is. But I could see this the other way too. Again, I could see if this is something about you knowing that lightning is going to strike a Queen of Wands. There's something about that energy of that Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of matching this Knight of Pentacles, where it's something about investing. So if this could definitely be with the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles, there could definitely be an energy that is investing in you, that's wanting to invest in you, and you're going to be in the driver's seat, just like you suspect. And like I said, some of you, I'm getting a strong energy where you already know how you're going to handle something when it comes your way, right? And it is coming your way with the Ace of Pentacles. Or a Queen of Wands is definitely fumbling a Seven of Pentacles energy here. And that's why this Ace of Pentacles is coming to you, right? Put it where it goes. Put it where it goes. All right? Let me go ahead and clarify. Spirit. The baby sharks. Make sure y'all taking care of y'all girl with that like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the like button for me. I would appreciate it. I am going to do Q&A once I finish up this spread and I close out this stream. I'm going to get everything together and I'm going to go back. I'll create another live stream for the Q&A session, okay? What's the Seven of Pentacles about here for what we don't know? Ooh, sorry, y'all. The Six of Wands. Pisces, again, the Six of Wands is victory, success. Some of you, it could be promotion energy. Pisces, for some of you, I'm also feeling like strongly that someone could be seeing you very differently. And I don't know, it could be an energy of someone definitely seeing you. It's like a change to them. They see you as like successful, victorious, right? It's a shock. It's a change. However they're seeing you. And it's almost like, I don't want to say it's like somebody who didn't think you had it in you. But I feel like it could be someone, because you've been the High Priestess, because you've been quiet, you've been silent, you've been minding your business, keep it to yourself. It's almost like, Pisces, someone could be seeing you this way. It's almost like you've been like you're looking this way, but you've been kind of like keeping it a secret, right? So somebody could, like, I don't know, because I do feel like you could be surprising. It could be a real shock to someone how you're like someone could definitely, I don't know, it feels like it could also be some sort of acknowledgement with the Six of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. It feels like there could be some sort of acknowledgement, like someone could feel like they should have invested, right? They should have invested in you, right? Someone could definitely be looking at you like you are a good investment. You're worth investing in, right? Or someone is simply seeing you being very successful. I also feel like, again, this is victory and success as far as with the Six of Wands. For some of you, like I said, it's something about an acknowledgement. It definitely feels, like I said, there's something here about an investment in you. It could be acknowledging that you are worth the investment. Look, the moon. Something is very mysterious going on here. The Three of Pentacles. Listen. Also, if somebody's going to get bumped for some shit they doing, I'm also hearing with the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, it could definitely be an energy of somebody just sitting back. I feel like it could be some sort of energy of Seven of Pentacles waiting. I got you, Pooh. You're number 2. I also heard someone, it could be one of these things with somebody where, as far as work and career or however this is going, like I said, if you know that something's coming to a Queen of Wands, there could definitely be some sort of energy where someone is giving someone just enough rope to hang themselves. For sure. I don't know why I'm picking up on this, but I am picking up on this. Someone could definitely be, they are just waiting to give somebody enough rope to hang themselves. They're waiting. Give me one more for the Seven of Pentacles. For some of us, it definitely is like a promotion, though. It is. Or an acknowledgement. The Hermit. Virgo energy. Some of us, like I said, for some of us, there's an energy of someone sitting back, kind of, because the Hermit could be an investigator. The Hermit could definitely be an investigator. Give me one second, Nikki. I'm going to look at your message. Like, either somebody could be investigating somebody and giving somebody enough rope to hang themselves and they're going to bust them. But I do feel like there's someone sitting back. I told you they could be seeing you like this, the Nine of Pentacles. However, someone is sitting back doing some deep introspection, some soul searching, or seeking some sort of clarity that's going on that you're unaware of. It is leading to some sort of acknowledgement for you, some sort of victory and success for you, even if it is just they sitting back watching somebody else and gonna bump somebody else. However it's going, I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is you benefiting from it. This is you being single, solid, stable, and abundant. This is growing your empire. I wanted to say, ooh, there go a King of Cups under there too. Let's see what I get for this Queen of Wands here for Pisces. Strength, Leo energy. Leo energy. Again, Pisces, 2 ways. Some of y'all, it is the Leo is the problem. And the Leo gonna get busted. I told you it could be the Queen of Wands energy. Could even be a Virgo, maybe. Scorpio. If this is you, Pisces, I do feel like you are coming. What you don't know is whatever's headed our way, and it is headed our way, right? We're unaware. I do feel like this is something about us being very strong, very fierce, right? Strength is like, I feel like you are coming out very fucking strong. A Leo could be assisting you in something as well. I told you, Pisces, I do feel like you sitting there for the moment. Like I said, you already know what you're going to do when this change happens. It's that fierce energy, right? Seductive, fearless, and fierce, right? She is. This card is kind of seductive because it's a lion on one side, but it's a lamb on the other, right? You know a lion will bite your damn face off, but then a lamb is soft and fluffy, right? When you need someone to talk to, fluffy. Nikki, like, give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at your messages in 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, okay? again, you just have to put this shit where this goes. Because Leo is coming up here. Now, Six of Pentacles, see? Again, Pisces, it could definitely be energy of, there's an energy of, especially if it's someone at the job, even if it's not somebody at the job, if you know somebody got something coming to them and you just waiting on it, there's an energy of giving someone, again, just enough rope to hang themselves. For sure. And even if someone tries to correct the behavior, right? If someone pick up on an energy and they decide to correct the behavior, I want you to know that it's too late. It's already been picked up on. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I'm hearing that. Like, even if somebody peeped that they got to cool out, it's too late. It's already been picked up on, for sure. I also feel like there's an energy, like I said, if it's you, you are coming off as strong and brave, driven, determined. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, you're going to receive. There's going to be something that you're going to receive. Some of you, I just saw some of you are this hand receiving. I just saw your hand out. Yep, and look, the Tower. See, Pisces, I feel like you're ready to receive. That's why you're ready. You're ready because you know the Tower is happening. You know the Tower is happening. You're ready to receive. Some of you, is it something about somebody? Is it a theft? Is somebody like stealing time or some shit? Or is it somebody who think they look good and they think they think gonna get out of some shit because they look good? They think they seductive and shit. They'll be able to seduce. I don't know. Girl. I got you, Shay. Okay. I'm gonna write on your thing. Check the note. Let me go ahead and read your text messages real quick, Nikki Fontaine, for this get away from me. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, so some of y'all do know. Okay. Like I said, I see it a couple of ways. And you just have to decide which way it's going to resonate for you. But this Ace of Pentacles is here for what you do not know. Okay? What we don't know. So let's see what this Ace of Pentacles, what's attached to it, okay? I told you that's a lot of cards of abundance. There's a lot of cards of abundance. There's a lot of cards of you being intuitive, also prepared for something that you are expected, that you know that's going to happen unexpectedly. And I just don't know how else to describe it because it's weird, right? Give me one for the Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Ooh-wee. The Ten of Swords, Pisces. Pisces. Okay. Pisces, the Four of Pentacles is literally someone being stubborn, selfish, or holding on to something too tightly, Pisces. Pisces, for some of y'all, I just got a strong message just for you to hang in there. For some of you, it's a hang in there type of thing. Whatever it is that you're doing this soul searching about, and it got everything to do with like the Seven of Pentacles, investing into something where there's going to be victory and success. There could definitely be an energy where you are being called to stay strong, stay strong, right? Remain strong, remain ready, right? Also kind of be fierce about what you want. Because for some of you, I'm getting a real energy. Just hold on. Just hold on. Because I feel like the Ten of Swords is like a bad fucking cycle for you ending, right? The worst of some shit being over and you just being really called by spirit to just really hold on. And I feel like with the High Priestess, you waiting for a change. You know a change is coming, and it is. And you're just being called to prepare yourself for it. And it is, and this is happening because of, like I said, some sort of energy of broken promises or unreliable energy or energies where you've been misled, where there is no security in something here, right? Now, for some of you, this Four of Pentacles for me, I almost feel like it's someone that has been stubborn or selfish It could be also lazy, right? Again, that's that not belonging energy, stubborn, unwilling to change, right? Remember we talked about this, like this stubborn energy, right? Some kind of way, somebody's stubborn energy, some kind of way, this Four of Pentacles energy is what's bringing you the Ace of Pentacles, because that energy is coming to an end, a Ten of Swords. The worst of that energy is getting ready to be over. Also, I'm picking up some energy if there was someone who held back from you in the past. They were stubborn and selfish and stingy with you in the past. They are definitely re-looking at some shit. Like they are acknowledging that they should have invested in you. They are. Someone could definitely be acknowledging that they should have invested in you, baby, because they could be looking at the way they are seeing you now. They are shocked, right? I got you, Leslie. Uh-oh, Pen, don't go out on me now. Uh-oh, but I got to back up. Oh, sis was prepared this time. All right. But the worst of what you don't know is with the Ten of Swords, the worst of some cycle is over, Pisces. And with the Chariot, there's getting ready to be energies that are moving forward. I feel like in some sort of way with the Six of Pentacles, it's something about you getting your due. Like there's some energy about you getting your due. And then there's that Tower. There's some butthurt energy up under here. Woo, baby. Okay. I'm going to do really, really quickly one on a previous energy because I have the Empress here. And it's a couple ways I'm seeing this. Pisces, in the recent past, you could have already came to the conclusion that you are this Empress, right? This could be why you are in the High Priestess energy right now, because you could already know that you are the Queen of all queens. You could already know that you are abundant. Because Pisces, I do feel like that could be why you're in this higher self energy. You already know that it's that you've already had some sort of awakening, and it's time for you to activate, like, and be in this higher level type of, or higher self type of energy, right? Having that kind of awakening and activating, right? Because you could already, in the recent past, you could have already came to the realization that you are this Empress. And that's why you're in this High Priestess energy where you're just being quiet and you're going to let lightning strike. You're just going to be prepared. But I also feel like you know some shit, right? So if this is about you knowing something here, right? About something happening to somebody else, I feel like in the past, this Empress could have been somebody who was giving it all. Like this could be someone who had every opportunity, right? For sure. You have to put this where this goes, because I do feel like it's coming up feminine, but it does not have to be feminine. I do feel like for some of you, there's a feminine energy that is a problem. We just have to put her where she goes. She's coming up as the Queen of Wands. But it doesn't have to be a female, right? It could be a Mitch, a male bitch, right? But it's almost like in the recent past, there could have been someone, like I said, that was given all the opportunity in the world here, right? But again, this could be someone that is not reliable, right? Where the trust is broken promises. Like there's some sort of energy where you can't rely, not stable, right? Not trustworthy, not dependable, right? Not long-term material. It's not going to work out long-term, okay? Even though I gave you all the opportunity to make this shit grow, right? I'm going to pull one tarot card on the Empress in the recent past, and then we're going to talk about the near future, and then I'm going to click out to get prepared for our Q&A session. Give me one on this Empress. Like I said, either this is something you realized about yourself in the recent past, or this is something about the energy that you know about, and I do feel like that energy was given everything, right? Queen of Cups, it's you. And I also feel like, not to say it like this, because if it's an energy that's causing a problem, it's almost like one thing where, like, I would love to be in that fucking position, right? I would love to be in that position, to have that. And I don't mean that in a jealous way. Pisces. Because this could be definitely like, with the Empress and the Queen of Cups and the recent past, this could be something like, man, if I was in that fucking position, I would love to be in that position, right? I would make this. I would grow that shit, right? The Empress is it's something about you would love to be in a position, right? But the Empress tells me that you would value it, that you would grow it, right? That you would definitely grow that seed and nurture that seed for yourself and for others, right? However this goes, right? This could even been somebody that you loved in the beginning. This could be somebody that you really loved in the beginning when you worked with them, right? This could be someone that you really loved in the past, right? Right? If there's something about someone, especially if this is about love, this could be someone that you really loved in the past. And the Empress tells me that you get that every seed you gave it all up, right? This could also be about an awakening that you recently had in the past, Pisces, right? As far as you being loved, and also about you, the way you love, right? And what can be produced out of you putting energy and effort into the things you love, the people you love, the places you love, right? I have to put this where this goes, but you here is the Empress. It's something about you putting your heart into something, and I feel like in the recent past there's some sort of energy where like I feel like in a realization, like anything you put your heart into with the Empress, like grow from love, right? Y'all remember that on the first Wives Club? Grow from love. But it's something about anything you put your heart into. And I feel like you also understand this Empress energy. Like, I don't know, like something about your spirit and this Empress energy, higher self, like being very much activated. Abundance, but abundance keeps coming up here. Look. Don't you just love when they do this? Don't you just love when they do this? And I just saw 111 on my screen. I told you, Pisces, you put this where this goes. This is either somebody who has been, I feel like in some way, shape, form, or fashion in the recent past, someone could have been offered all the love and opportunity to grow something. Like I said, if they fumbled it could be one of them things where, like, Pisces, you in the recent past, you could have been like, I would love to be in that position, right? I would love to be able to do that, right? I do feel that. Or this is an energy where you definitely realize something about yourself and about the love you give here, right? Look, 8 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, anything you work on, anything you put your energy in, you know he do. Now, I'm going to leave this Empress right here at the bottom of the deck because I said I was only going to pull one on her and the Queen of Cups clarify her. Let's get to the nitty of the gritty of the near future because I don't know what this is about, but it is about, okay? In the near future, we have the Page of Swords, which is someone watching, okay? This could be someone curious about you. This could be someone not over you. This could be someone checking your social media. This could be someone peeping something about someone else, right? This could be something about learning, studying, watching, but there's a peep here with the Page of Swords, and we're going to find out what is being peeped. And then here's the Knight of Swords. There's something about watching something and some sort of action being taken here, okay? And we're going to find out what. Make sure y'all give me y'all girls the like. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to clarify with this deck. There's something about watching. Some of you, I'm telling y'all, somebody, the job is watching somebody, and with the Knight of Swords, there's going to be an action taken. I'm telling you. And I don't want to, and like I said, this is one of those things where it's unfortunate for them, but it's going to be fortunate for you. And I hate to say it like that, but you don't have to feel bad about that because that's nothing that you did to somebody. Somebody fumbled their own fucking bag. You know what I'm saying? Now, I feel like to a certain degree, you knew it was coming. You knew that they were going to get it. And you told yourself, if an opportunity presents itself to you in that way, you know what you're going to do with it. That's why that Queen of Cups and that Empress is there. I told you. You know what you're going to do with it if you were presented with that opportunity. You just keeping your fucking mouth closed because you know that lightning is going to strike somebody's ass. And again, you are right. They are being watched. I told you. I do feel like someone that if this resonates and you know what I'm talking about, this person has definitely misled some people at the job. The trust is broken. They are being found to be unreliable. And I do feel like with abundance clarifying this too, it could also be an energy where somebody is like, we pay this bitch too much money, right? Too much money. to not be able to rely or trust or depend on you, right? Put this where this goes. And like I said, what you don't know in the near future is they are being watched, and it's going to be action taken. I'm telling you now. You see it. And look on this Page of Swords. I feel like whatever they looking at, whatever they seeing in this person, they are not liking. Look at his face. I even heard like overheard somebody saying something and kind of like looked. I saw somebody overhear somebody say something. And it made them look like somebody in a position of authority or something. You put this shit where this goes, okay? Now, Pisces, there could also be somebody watching you in the near future. I don't know what the communication is going to be, but it's going to be swift and direct. Especially if someone is seeing you as this high priestess. But I feel like they may come out and be like really direct. It's coming up swords. Not necessarily bad, but extremely direct. Like, look, I see this, that, and the third. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Because the Knight of Swords is direct. The Knight of Swords is not going to beat around the bush. The Knight of Swords says what the fuck it has to say. Whether it's good or bad, it's still yielding the sword of truth, okay? So let's clarify. Let's see what I get on these energies. Again, y'all, take care of y'all girl with the like, comment, subscribe, and share, please. Let's see what the Page of Swords is clarified with in the near future. What is this Page of Swords about for Pisces? This is the Seven of Michael, which is, if I'm not mistaken, is the Seven of Swords. Look at this shit. Look. It is the Seven of Swords. It's the Seven of Michael in this deck. The card reads, there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. But this is the Seven of Swords, right? So keep in mind, if this is someone doing something sneaky, they are being watched, okay? If someone is being sneaky, they are absolutely being watched. I feel like this is someone, I don't know, this could definitely be someone who is working alone. See, I feel like something is being watched, and if it's the job or watching somebody, literally the conversation is being had where working alone may not be the best answer for that person, right? Like it could almost be like somebody peeping like, yeah, okay, something about this job, right? Something about y'all job. I feel like there could be something where they being watched, right? And I feel like this is what's being discussed by the people who are watching them. They're saying like, there's a better action available. Like there's a better way that they could do this, right? This could be done a better way, right? But I feel like the person that they're watching is doing this alone. Like working alone may not be for the best. So they may be like, we may not need to put her in charge, or we may not need to let her do this by herself, right? Or she may not need to be doing this by herself, or her doing this her way, where she do everything her way, may not be the best answer. And then it has somebody reviewing the fucking details, right, of what someone has been doing, right? For sure, okay? If this is somebody who was watching you, they are already seeing you as seductive, fearless, and fierce. So you know what the problem is if they watching you? And I do feel like this could be some of y'all, somebody is secretly watching you. They are secretly watching you. I feel like the thing is even though they are watching you in this high priestess energy, right? They know that you are wise. They know that you are clever. They know that you are intuitive. They know that you're a know-it-all. Okay, they know that you're a wise ass, smart ass, know-it-all. And I do feel like it's something about whatever they are seeing and pertaining to watching you that's like a lightning strike to them. They feel like there is a sudden change. It's unexpected. They're shocked, but they are seeing you in some sort of very seductive and fierce way, right? It's some sort of energy where they're sitting back and they're watching you. It's an energy of definitely acknowledging something about you. They could definitely be seeing you as getting victory and success, right? It's something about acknowledging that they should have invested, because I do feel like it could be someone who broke promises, right? You feel like they misled you, they broke promises, or it was someone that you just simply found unreliable. I feel like they are seeing you in a way that they haven't saw you. I don't want to say before, or it's just something unexpected about it, because I definitely feel like they see you as someone that was worthy of investment, or that they should have invested in. They could definitely be seeing you as very successful. And the thing about it is, I'm gonna tell you what it is, Pisces. They see you as being, the way you're coming off, because you're coming off as quiet and wise and fierce and all that shit. You're coming off as very strong. They see you as coming off as strong and in this energy where you don't need anyone. Yeah. And what's funny about it is, I'm gonna be honest with you, is they looking at you like you don't need anyone. I feel like the problem is it's a projection, right? I never said I didn't need anyone, but however they're looking at you and they're seeing you, it's them projecting. Oh, look at Pisces. Pisces acting all strong like they don't need anybody. But it is a projection, because I don't feel like it's something that you're saying, right? I feel like it's somebody looking at you like there's a better course of action, as far as like, well, you don't have to be alone, right? You don't have to do it. You don't have to be by yourself, right? There's a different course of action, right? For sure. I'm scared to look under this deck because decision. I think this is Temperance, maybe. Let me see. Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. Again, this could be D-Day for someone else. Someone else could be having a D-Day. And with detoxification, someone toxic shit could be gone, right? I do feel like this could also be, like I said, if this is someone watching you, this is someone that you have released yourself from, right? You detoxed from someone here. That's why that independent streak is coming up here on it. But either way, there is some sort of energy of being watched here. Now, Pisces, it could also be somebody seeing you. It could be somebody seeing you and peeping you. And this Knight of Swords could also be somebody wanting to offer you something. And if this is somebody who is offering you something, take it. Because the card does say there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone might not be the best answer. So if somebody is peeping you and they peeping something about you, they've been watching you and they want to offer you something, take it. Not like that. If it's positive, you know what I'm saying. For sure. If it's good, right? You may need to make a decision, and you may need to make that decision to detoxify yourself and release yourself so you can move forward for something that's positive for you, right? Let's see what this Knight of Swords is, because this is going to be direct communication here. Direct. There's going to be direct communication about what someone is seeing. There's going to be direct communication about what someone is seeing here, period. What's this Knight of Swords about? Came out. It wanted to flip. It's a King of Cups here. I'm going to put him here, but I want to get one more. And the Nine of Cups is under there, I believe. Give me one more. The Knight of Pentacles. I told you. Same Knight of Pentacles we started with what the problem is. So there is, look, I told y'all, for some of y'all could be somebody that's going to get their ass fired from that job. I'm telling you. Something going to happen. This is the Knight of Pentacles. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind. This is trustworthy, understanding, and devoted. No, is this no, because, yeah, that's the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because she's in the, yeah, here's the crops. This is the Knight of Pentacles. And then there's a King of Cups. This is warm, generous, honorable, and refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passion. I do feel like for some of you, like I said, if this is about love, it could be somebody who's been peeping you. They've been watching. And they're going to communicate very swift. There's going to be direct communication here, right? But again, it's the communication about the Knight of Pentacles. Or, like I said, you have to put these people where this go, because the King of Cups could have something to do with this information that's going to be communicated at work. I feel like going to the stuff. How you get on my nerve? Yeah. One or the other, though. And what's underneath the deck? Another king. The King of Gabriel. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. This King of Wands. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So there's two kings here. There's two kings here. And there's two knights here. So there is something that is being watched. There's something that's going to be communicated. There's messages. There's two kings and two knights. There's a King of Wands and a King of Cups, and there's a Knight of Pentacles and a Knight of Swords here in the near future. And it got everything to do with what somebody is peeping here. Okay? Wow. So you have to put this where this goes, but there's definitely going to be communication coming in about something that someone peeped here. And you just have to put it where it goes in reference to you. This could be you having a couple of job offers, for sure. Like, this could be somebody getting cut from a position because they're not trustworthy, and then someone coming to you like you are. Okay? I do have some people here. I have you, the Queen of Cups. I have you, the Empress. I have you, the High Priestess. But I have a Queen of Wands. I have a King of Cups. I have a King of Wands as well. And I have a couple of Queen of Wands here, actually. And the Empress is here twice. So you put yourself where you go, okay? All right, guys. I love you. I'm going to cut this stream out. I'm going to get my shit together so I can come back and we can do this Q&A, okay? All right, guys. I thank you for trusting me, believing me, supporting me, allowing me the opportunity. I hope something I said gave you some peace, love, light, and clarity. Please make sure to hit the like button on your way out, if you please. I am getting ready to do the mini reads, the Q&As. They are $25 a piece. I do have a list so far. I have the Empress, I have Precious, I have Shay, and I have Leslie. I'm going to clock out, and then I'm going to clock back in. So you guys make sure that you pay attention to your subscription feed, because you may not get the notification when I come back on, okay? I want to try to do you guys in order, so please try to be ready, okay? All right, guys. For the rest of you guys, I love you. I thank you for taking the time to listen. Please take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay high vibing. Love extra hard on yourself, and love extra hard on the ones that love you, okay? I will talk to some of you soon. Bye, my beautiful soul tribe.